comprehensive online drum training system available to you. I believe that you're here because you want to learn. I believe you want to get better and you're passionate about drums. This doesn't even scratch the surface of what we're going to cover, but it's a little something to kind of say thanks for checking me out. What I want to do is I want to talk to you today a little bit about 16th note unison accents, basically is what it's called. There's probably a lot of names, a lot of technicality names for it, and I just have named it 16th note unison accents. My purpose with anything I'm going to teach you in this system, and just like I'm going to teach you today, is stuff that you're actually going to be able to use instead of showing up and playing 30-second notes at blazing fast speeds. That's cool if you're at Guitar Center in the drum room, and I'm sure the associates are laughing you out of the room when you leave. If you're in your boxers eating chips right now watching this, waiting on the call to play that fast Latin beat, then I'm really glad you're here. So, don't claim to know everything, but what I do know is what not to do, and that's one of the things not to do if you want to get called back. So, let's start with this. Basically, it's just a grid. We're going to build it. We're going to start with the hands. We'll move the foot, and then we'll go to the left foot for you guys that are a little more advanced and want something a little more challenging. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play a 16th note, straight ahead single, starting with the right hand. You can alternate this to the left. I highly recommend leading with each hand when you're practicing and doing your exercises. So what we'll do is it'll start right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We're going to play an unaccented measure. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Then we're going to put in on the quarter notes an accent with the right hand as it downbeats on the quarter note. And every other measure will be an unaccented measure, just so that you can hear and get your bearings of where you're at. Then the measure after that will move the 16th note over 1 16th note until we get to the of the 16th note pattern, 1 E and a. And that finishes it. Now, let's do it with me, okay? Here we go. I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, let's do this. Let's add the foot now. So what we're going to do is just hit the kick drum on every accent. And for the sake of time in this video, I'm just going to leave out the unaccented notes and we'll play right through, okay? We'll do it at a slow tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there, kick drum moved with every accent. That's a really useful thing, just not even in developing the unisons between your hands, but actually being able to really be precise with where you're placing your kick drum on 16th note patterns, especially funk beats where there's a lot of E and type stuff. That's a great exercise, and as it speeds up, it becomes even better. And one thing we're going to work on now is let's take the hands away. Let's put the hi-hat on the quarter notes so that we've got our pulse going. And of course, these things help when you're practicing with a click. In the video training system, we'll do that so that you've got the metronome, but this is just some content to get you kind of going and whet your appetite. Okay? Kick drum on the quarter notes, moving it over a 16th note, every measure. Hi-hat is on the quarter notes. Okay? Count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the hands removed. If you speed it up, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Great little exercise. You can hear that even in a groove just without the snare being there. It's a cool thing to do, and it's developing some balance and dynamic control between your feet, because you can play each of that soft or you can play it loud, however you want to do it. So Let's add the hands back in at the slower tempo, and then I'm going to show you just a kind of a way to maybe apply a little bit of that into a groove, okay? Hands in, I'm going to count you in. We'll do it slow, and we'll see where we get with it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of a basic way to do it. It is harder with the feet, but that makes you better, and that actually allows you to kind of focus on where the mechanical aspect of things might be breaking down if it's not happening. Plus, it's slower it is, the more you can hear and kind of think through everything that's happening. We're going to go into a lot of depth in that in the training system. This is, again, just to whet your appetite and give you a taste and to say thanks for checking it out. So here's a little something. I'll just play a little groove. Basically, and kind of throw in some unison accents with things, some doubles, some six-stroke type things, a taste of some of the stuff that I will actually break down and talk more about in depth in the training system. Okay?